Okay, so did you know that in Washington State it is illegal to hunt or shoot a Bigfoot?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, pull that up.
Yeah, you can't kill that.
Now, why would that be illegal if it didn't exist?
Hey, Segovia, back with another video. Hope everyone out there's having a good day, y'all. We're feeling good. The mind is starting to work. It's starting to click. The carnivore is kicking in. I'm feeling good. We got a quick reaction today, y'all. A little 30-40 minute video. I got to go with Mama Bear to the doctors, so I ain't gonna sit here and talk too much. We'll save it for the end of the video. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
4 hours to a day. So they tell you you're supposed to sleep what?
8 hours.
And so now you got how many left?
16.
And then you're supposed to work what?
8 hours.
And now you got what left?
8 hours.
You haven't cooked. You haven't got dressed. You haven't said hello to the children. Sleep deprivation. That's how they get you. Sleep deprivation. Huh? You haven't watched TV. You haven't called your mother, your children. Sleep deprivation. It's right there. That's why the rich folks, you better not try to call their house after 8 o'clock at night. They sleep. You work midnight, what they call the midnight shift?
Graveyard shift.
Graveyard. What graveyard mean what?
Death. Cemetery.
Death. Okay. Cemetery. Why? 90 minutes after the sun go down, your brain get recharged. After midnight, the charging stops. If you're not home by midnight, you turn into a what? The nursery rhyme. Pumpkin. Yeah. What's the only part of your body?
Yeah, what is that? Is that while these planes are going down?
Yo, don't say nothing crazy. I'm on with X. So Jaden's here. So don't say nothing crazy.
Amazing.
Let's don't talk how we usually talk. Don't talk how we usually talk.
I think there's a time and place for those type of things to happen.
Right.
You know, home, you talk about it. You want a hug, you get a hug. You know what I'm saying?
So the mouth kissing in public feels like a problem.
It's definitely an issue.
She sold her soul to the devil. She ran after Tommy Mottola, made him divorce his wife, made him fight his wife for custody and alimony after she'd been married to him for 20 some odd years. And then she found out that she was trapped. Michael Jackson tried to warn her. She didn't listen. And then she started screwing all the rappers until Tommy was ready to get rid of her. And then he went and got Jennifer Lopez, and Benny Medina came along and they did everything to gaslight Mariah Carey out of her mind. That's why she had to go into that hospital.
Do you know if you take this mountain peak in the Garden of the Gods, Colorado, and turn it sideways, and you see a man's face there and think it's pareidolia? Well, then they have you stuck exactly where they want you. Not knowing truth and not being open-minded enough to know where you truly live. When I first started seeing the faces in the rocks about 2 years ago, I thought it all had to be CGI, computer generated, or AI. And then my brother-in-law, my very own brother-in-law, sent me this picture. And it took my guard down enough to make me realize that this was real, this was going on. And then when you start to realize that the place where you live is a whole lot different than what you ever could imagine, and you see that these faces in the rocks are literally everywhere, and some of them are so real and so distinct and so perfectly facial features that even if you are dead asleep, you have to ask yourself, what in the world is going on here? And back to the beginning where I said, if you think these rock formations are just pareidolia, looking like something but not really something, well then, like I said, they have you exactly where they want you. And where they want you is accepting the reality that they have fed you, the reality through the television, the reality through the public indoctrination, education system. They want you seeing and not believing because it doesn't match what they told you. And they want you to especially not believe the Bible. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God, angels, came into the daughters of men. They created the giants, the Nephilim. And we saw that the giants, the son of Anak, which came of the giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers. You see, you might be awake, but are you awake enough to know that all the lies are spiritual, and they are trying to hide the fact that the Bible and God and JC are real? It's why they hide giants. It's why they hide dragons. This is a cave in Egypt. Again, is that just pareidolia to you, or something else that's mentioned in the Bible dozens of times? It's why they hide the firmament, and God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons." Right in the first page of the Bible. Right there. So go ahead, continue to think that this is just pareidolia, and that you're an evolved ape spinning 1,000 miles per hour every day, and 66,000 miles per hour around the sun every year, and chasing everything through the universe at astounding 1.2 million miles per hour, only to have the stars never to change, ever, ever. Where you can start questioning things and looking at things as they are, not as you're told. But of course, all of this was just for entertainment purposes. I know those just happened because glaciers traveled through here millions of years ago and formed these rock formations that have perfect noses. Entertainment only.
The Girl Scout cookies, it's a problem, Del. We tested 13 different types of cookies from 25 states, and those were, I believe it was California, Iowa, and one other state. It's on our website, momsacrossamerica.org. Okay. And they were 100% positive for glyphosate, Del, at alarming levels, and 100% positive for heavy metals. And over 88% of them had all 5 of the toxic metals that we tested for, which is aluminum, arsenic, cadmium, mercury, and lead. And some of these toxic metals, I mean, almost all of them, can leave permanent lifetime damage. Since over 80% of the Girl Scout cookies had levels of lead that were higher than what the EPA allows. And the aluminum was anywhere up to 300 times higher than what people are supposed to be exposed to. I do suspect that the aluminum, because it was such high levels, it was parts per million, like 29,000 parts per billion, or so 29 parts per million. We're suspecting geoengineering because aluminum is sprayed through trying to manipulate the clouds to create rain. So we're not sure, but further testing needs to be done on that.
Frog, a reptile. Whole country, y'all. Can you imagine? God, I gotta sneeze.
I'm about to show y'all something that came across as extremely weird. Not saying anything, I'm just saying it's weird. So if you didn't know, all of Chile right now, all of it is in complete darkness, like 99.something% dark. Straight up blackout with no network connectivity. Now maybe it's just me, but I feel like one should ask themselves, how does an entire country go dark in 2025? And if y'all don't remember, this happened a few months ago as well. All of Chile, blackout, everything. Let me also put you in remembrance that Chile's been on fire for a year or 2 straight. Just one of the fires the size of 2 New York cities. Alright, yeah, now I'm getting deja vu at this point. You know, when I started thinking about major, catastrophic fires all the time in the same exact place, my brain starts working. Who knows? Anyways, completely irrelevant, I started looking at some headlines from Chile last week. Seriously, put all this stuff on the back burner, completely unrelated. The Chile blackout hits a major copper mine. just a few days ago how one community in Chile is blessed and cursed with lithium. I understand the blessed, but I don't understand the curse, but maybe I do.
They did raids in Afghanistan, and they found plans from terror groups to use wildfire to destabilize the country. On the ICE official website, 13,000 people with murder convictions was able to cross the border illegally. 1,000 plus people are living in undetained status that are on the terrorist watch list. In Arlington, Virginia, a few days ago, police was coming to serve a guy with a search warrant, and his home exploded. Massive explosion. We just seen a guy in New York from the Yakuza get caught with weapons-grade plutonium. The week before Trump's inauguration, they were scanning the area for nuclear and radioactive material. All of these things is taking place at the same time. If you study the art of war, you're going to make prodding attacks to see what works and what don't work. For those people to cross the border, who did they have to pay to get ushered across the border? The cartel.
Right.
Trump just named them terrorist organizations.
He did. Yep.
So they gonna have incentive to work with these other organizations to cause disruption because they don't want to stop the money flow. It's all connected, man. I got my 10,000 hours in. I connect the dots.
A little insider scoop to you guys. You know how I said yesterday's video, I got to go with Mama Bear to work, so they can see the baby, right? Well, she works at the immigration court right here at a border town. So I was just listening, right, when they were talking, and one of the judges said that he's never seen the border how it is right now, that all last month there has only been 200 people that have crossed or that they caught, right? Only 200 people. When before the year started, truckloads of people were coming through. Only 200 people have come through, and a lot of people are taking that, how they said you can retire or whatever, or they're retiring, y'all. They're retiring because they're scared they're going to get fired. A lot of judges have got fired at her work. A lot of bosses have got fired at her work, and yeah, but that was pretty crazy when he said only 200 people. He said he's never seen that before, but a difference is happening. It's hitting close to home because Mama Bear works for the government and the federal, and so she's a little nervous, but she got the email, but her work saying we're not, they're putting their foot down with that email, which is kind of annoying. Like, fucking, I'm not gonna get into it. We're staying away from the politics stuff. If you guys haven't noticed the past couple videos, no more Trump, Elon stuff, but that's a little insider that only 200 people all last month crossed. So that's pretty crazy, yo.
I try to get up and think about God, and I'm waking up and thinking about Othello. And, I'm putting 15, 16, 17, 18 hours in a day. I'm living it. I try to get up and think about God, and I'm waking up and thinking about Othello.
Because, like, even Michael Jackson, he talked, like real deep ass voice like that.
Really?
Hell yeah. Yo, what's up, man?
No, he did not.
Think so?
Promise,
That's
bro.
one thing that I cannot believe. I've seen
promise
Michael.
you.
Can you hear me? Okay.
I promise. We kick it, and I go over his house, and Eddie Griffin don't tell me where he's taking me, and I look up like, what the f***? And it's Michael Jackson, bro. Hey, what's up? You from Detroit? Oh, I love Detroit. You do Nope, but I'll do something with you, huh? Yeah, let's have some fun. I heard somebody say, come to the back. One of his helpers in his house was like, Mr. Jackson, you got a phone call. He went in the back, and we heard the deep ass voice. What the nigga? That shit. Well, I was like, what? And then he came back out and was like, yeah. So, and then I was like looking at him like, what? And then he said, doesn't matter, Carlos. It doesn't matter who you tell. They won't believe you.
I'm gonna show you. Now it could be right because sometimes you got to put on. He's the biggest entertainer of all time, right? That's what he's known for. The king of pop and the king of entertainment, the greatest entertainer of all time. And entertainers, you have to put on a mask. Like, you have to I feel like sometimes that's why my channel hasn't grown up because, you know, I be myself, but a lot of people that are like big on YouTube, you meet them in person, they're like, what the hell? Like, you're not like that. But to entertain, right? We have to entertain, we have to be entertaining. And I could see him being the biggest entertainer, putting on that voice for the sake of entertainment. And it gets the people talking. It gets us listening, right? Why is he talking like that? Like it gets us asking questions. I could see it. I don't know. I don't believe it. Like he said, you can tell anybody they're not going to believe it. What do you guys think?
That's looting is gonna start soon. Dude, 1244 patties?
It's ridiculous out there, y'all.
Bro, 1228 for some taquitos. Can't even afford eggs. Bro, $9.92 for a frozen pizza. The same price as the Uno's one, bro. Oh.
What? That pizza?
Bro, frozen fish nugget bites. $6.62. For the pickles, bro. I don't even like pickles. You can keep them. Nah. Bro, is anything single digits? $2.78 for the 2-liter, bro. What? Bro, no. They really did that.
It's all junk anyways.
Bro, what are you talking about? Bro, peanut butter. Like, bro, I gotta go. What's going on here?
You guys know.
Does anybody like pickles out there? I thought everyone liked pickles. I love pickles. I just got a big jar of hot pickles from the store, y'all, and I eat a pickle every day with some tahini. I know it's not really carnivore, but that's my little cheat. My 2 cheat things on carnivore that I do is a grilled jalapeno. I love a grilled jalapeno with a steak, with a piece of meat, right? I eat a grilled jalapeno every day. And once in a while, like yesterday, I had a hot pickle with some tahini, right? You need salt on this diet. So that's how I get my sodium, was through a hot pickle. But do you guys like pickles? When I was little, that's all I used to get from the ice cream man. A pickle and some Lucas, y'all. And I still do it to this day. But Mama Bear, I found out I thought it was a Mexican thing. Like, we just like pickles. We like sour, hot. She doesn't like pickles. Her whole family doesn't like pickles. Is it just a Segovia thing? Like the Segovias, we love pickles. We eat pickles with our, you know, if we have chorizo and potatoes or chorizo and beans or chorizo and corn tortillas, we always have a pickle with it. Do you guys like pickles too? Or is it just me? We put pickles in our tacos, y'all. That's how we get down.
Corbell. He's like really involved with like the whistleblowers. And he was being interviewed, and he's like, UFOs are real. They've been here for a very long time. The U.S. government has known about it for a very long time. What you don't know is that there is going to be a giant lie that they want you to believe in.
Interesting.
The lie is going to be that there is going to be a giant craft slowly headed towards Earth, and this is the lie, that it will arrive in 2027. What? So what does that mean?
Do you think they're telling the truth?
My whole thought is like, there's so many people that I've seen, like all this end time prophecy stuff is happening, all this weird stuff is happening, like Jesus is coming back really soon.
Yeah.
But my thought is like, if you were a believer and you were so disconnected from news, would you still be able to sense there's something off right now?
Francis Chan getting worked up on it. It's the scariest thing to me when he's
The
like,
2,000 year
Adam
thing?
to Abraham is 2,000 years. Abraham to Jesus is 2,000. Jesus to now is another 2,000. We have the precedent of a grouping of 6 and then a 7th day of rest, or he says the 1,000-year reign could be what's coming real soon.
I'd be stoked for that.
Believe it, man.
Okay, so did you know that in Washington State it is illegal to hunt or shoot a Bigfoot?
I didn't know that.
Look at pull that up.
Yeah, you can't kill that.
Now, why would that be illegal if it didn't exist?
Capone not woke. Man.
Why is Bigfoot listed in Yellowstone National Park's list of animals?
Because it's real.
Paying $12 for those nuggets, and look at, they ain't even putting beef in it no more. Beef, they're not even putting chicken in it no more. I'm gonna tell you guys what Segovia is cooking today. Maybe I'll show you guys a little picture of it. I'm gonna attempt. Oh man, that coffee.
This bed will save your life. As the bed detects strong vibrations, it activates immediately. The emergency bed switch triggers, making the bed, along with the person, descend into a box, forming a sturdy shelter. But the box is not completely sealed. It is equipped with a ventilation system to ensure people can breathe. And it's also filled with your favorite snacks, drinks, and survival tools, ensuring you can survive for several days.
The Mexican cartel loves Chinese migrant smuggling because the Chinese are willing to pay cartel up to 35 grand to be smuggled into the U.S. One thing you notice straight off the bat with the Chinese, they look completely clean. Clean luggage, shoes, outfit. So then we start doing interviews on Google Translate, and the Chinese were telling us is they have to fly to Ecuador because Ecuador does not require a travel visa from a Chinese citizen. Once they fly to Ecuador, smugglers, and it's already coordinated in their chats, will then get them to Colombia. From Neocoli, Colombia, they have hotels just for Chinese migrants. So from there, the Chinese get on boats. So those boats will take them to Central America. From there, the Chinese are going through the Darien Gap, probably the most dangerous journey in the world. And then as soon as they get into Mexico, government officials issue them that travel visa, so then they're freely allowed to travel. The smugglers will then meet them at the airport. They'll take them an hour out of Tijuana in an area called Tecate, and they'll cross illegally into Jacumba Hot Springs, right out of San Diego. And that's kind of the migration trail for Chinese right now.
How long do you think it's going to be before they make the announcement that we've had contact with outer space and the call for what?
Never.
You don't think so?
No. I used to think so. I used to think they were getting us prepared, but I have no doubt now that they never intended to, and I fully agree with you. Now, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you know, I was going on the lecture, hey, you gotta listen to this, you gotta see what's going on. Now, I know they were ready. I mean, mankind is not and will never be ready for this kind of information. Sure, it's interesting for you and me and you know, a very small segment of society, and it's tremendously interesting, but no way should the public ever be told about this.
What do you think would happen if they were?
It would probably cause problems that the governments of the world are not equipped to handle. The basic issue is religion.
Have y'all heard about Gene Hackman and his wife and their dog? They were found in their house. This was allegedly on Wikipedia at 4 o'clock in the morning, got taken off. Witchcraft, medicine, God's healing power inside the American cult of Santa Fe. They said he was appointed by God. They called him the pastor, the messenger, and the healer. Unalived? So they're saying right now, no foul play is involved. Well, it's not suspected as a fact. So their neighbors were concerned. They did a welfare check on him. Now, you might know Gene Hackman. He's played in several movies. This one right here was probably one of my favorites coming up. Before I knew anything about what's really going on, this is one of the movies that really got me interested in, whoa, they can do all that? Like, what? But this was how Gene looked now. He didn't look anything like the pictures or what we remember because he was 90-something years old, man. So what do y'all think about that right there? Obviously, it's all alleged. It was taken down. It could have been an internet troll, as a lot of people are saying, but why would somebody put that up is what I want to know. But remember, it's always the questions, never the answers.
Now, I did Google, if you can see the thumbnail, I Googled Gene Hackman, Wikipedia, and that popped up, right? So I put it on the thumbnail, but it's got to be foul play, right? If it was just him, okay. No foul play. I didn't know he looked like that. I didn't know he was that old. But the dog and the wife, especially the dog, like dogs can survive. He was only, you know, they said he was, you know, deceased for a week, right? The dog can survive. So the wife and the dog, that sounds like some foul play, y'all. I don't know. It's early. I'm sure in tomorrow's video we'll have a lot more clips. But today is breaking news, so there wasn't much out there yet. But I'm sure it'll be up there for today, for tomorrow.
Detail on what I've been through. So basically, I was working at UMG, like I said, for 9 months, right? I was invited to a Christmas party. Now, if you know UMG, if you know where the building is, around the corner, there's a bar. Now, I ain't gonna lie, there was a woman in there that I liked. She was like, yeah, I'm going. You going? And I was like, yeah, all right. You know, there was some higher ups in there. You know, we having drinks. Something told me not to drink because this is what they do. They get you drunk, get all the information they could get out of you and get you to sign these bogus ass contracts. That was one thing that kind of threw me off. So he's like, yeah, you come to the party and I'll introduce you to her. Liz, Joni, and Michelle. I'm drinking like an idiot, which I should have never did. Liz calls me over, says, hey, tell me about yourself. Mind you, I'm drinking beers, I'm drinking vodka, I'm drinking wine. But it seemed like my drink was stronger than everybody else's because I was f***ed up. So she's like, tell me about yourself. And I'm like, what do you want to know? She's like, what do you do? So mind you, then the lady, Michelle, right? And I never really liked her anyway because she had a chain. She had a chain on that she wore every day faithfully. Now, when I tell y'all what kind of chain it was, she had the horns of Canutus chain. You know what this is? Canuto chain, the horns? She had that in 24 karat gold and she wore it every day. And it was around her neck faithfully. So clearly I knew what she believed in. She's like, what do you do? I'm like, I just work. She's like, have you ever thought of doing music? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I used to back in the day. And she's like, you believe in ghosts? And I'm like, where did that come from? She's like, just answer the question. Do you believe in ghosts? And I said, nah, I never seen a ghost before. So she's like, do you know about the room? And Chuck walked in there and they have mirrors. They have events and stuff down there, like rappers come in there. Yeah, they had mirrors and candles and all kind of demonic looking shit. Walked the fuck up out of there. And I said, yo, man, I'm not with that Santeria shit, man.
Santa Monica.
See, every time I hear stories like this, like song lyrics come in my head, you know, and one that came to my head is a Tupac song called the song called Ghosts, right? And it's like a evil, it's like his voice, but you know, with the filter on it or whatever, and it sounds evil. And it said that, like, do you believe in ghosts, real live ghosts? And it just takes me to these things that, like, all these people that are in that level of Hollywood, the music industry or whatever, they go through these things. And this guy was one that said, I ain't with it. Have you heard of that guy? But the majority of these people that are celebrities, you hear people say, like, he would do anything to become a celebrity. There's people that are like that want that limelight, that want that. They don't even get rich, but it looks like they're rich, but it's just, you know, they'll make you famous while you make them rich, right? And I every time I hear these lyrics come to my head, and that lyric came to my head, like the exact same thing she said, do you believe in ghosts? Like that exact question. He said that, Tupac said that in his song, like, do you believe in ghosts? Asking himself. It's crazy, y'all.
Cleaning up the pollutants from the fire by putting it in the sand on the beach. They're mixing up all the highly toxic debris into the rest of the sand so you can't see it. Now, all of these highly toxic pollutants are just adding to the water and air supply here, including these city water contaminants detected in 2023, including extreme amounts of carcinogens, heavy metals like arsenic, trihalomethanes, haloacetic acids, combined uranium, and other highly toxic compounds like bromate, chloride, and lead. Now, all of these were detected to be in Santa Monica's drinking water before the fire. Now, imagine what's in the water now, especially given the city's efforts to clean it up. That's why double checking your city's water quality and investing in a good filter is one of the best investments you can make for your health.
We've showed before about how a lot of the gamer boys these days are starting to look real ape-like with these indents in their head. Now their hands are starting to be affected.
Look at that, y'all.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. Playing video games, y'all. That's crazy. You better be making some good money doing that. Better not be playing, not streaming it.
If you can see, the first comment up here is, of all the types of gaming you could mold your hands to, you chose a tablet. So this guy's not upset. This commenter is not upset that he molded his hands to a certain type of game, I mean, to a game. He's upset that the guy chose a tablet to mold his hands into. Not an Xbox, not PlayStation, you chose a tablet, which I'd say it's all dumb. But this guy's not upset about that. He's upset that he molded his hands to a tablet. It's like, yeah, I would have chosen Xbox. You know, that's what we're choosing now. What game station you want to mold your hands to? It's just weird.
See what I'm saying? They all do these things, yo. Like, first of all, who would let their daughter go up there like that? You know, she's there with the parent. She's all scared.
There is a
That's crazy.
certain debate among scholars regarding the truthfulness of the claims made about the giants of Lovelock Cave. During the initial excavations, remains of two red-haired giants were reported. One was a female measuring 1.98 meters in height, and the other was a male measuring over 2.44 meters. So they're up around 7 feet, roughly, right? However, further investigation did not find any evidence to support such claims. In Sarah Winnemucca Hopkins' book, Life Among the Paiutes, Their Wrongs and Claims, she does not mention giants, but refers to what is called barbarians. Research conducted at the University of Nevada suggests that one of the giants found was actually 1.83 meters tall, not the claim 2.44 meters. A short time after the second excavation in 1931, an article published in a local newspaper, Nevada Review Minor, claimed that two giant skeletons were discovered in the dry lake bed near Lovelock, with heights of 2.6 meters. So now you're looking at like basically 8-9 feet, and then 3 meters, which is a 9-footer. And they have been buried in a similar manner to the way it was done in ancient Egypt. There were giants here. But the reason why it's been deliberately obfuscated, because it points back to the supernatural worldview. It points back to the biblical narrative. I've been to the Lovelock cave. On the wall of the cave, there was this black hand. No one knows who put it there, but it was like 2 or 3 times my size.
This is shocking. This guy was doing a slow motion recording in his house, and he didn't think anything of it. And then when he rewatched the video, this is why he uploaded it, it's capturing the flicker from the LED lights above him. Most people don't know LED lights flicker on average between 100 and 120 times per second. So he has this slowed way down, and what that does to your eyeballs, to your retinas, to your circadian rhythm, causes many things. You want to replace these with incandescents or with halogens, anything but LEDs or CFLs. It's not good lighting.
Something is wrong with Kanye, y'all. So the other day, Bad Baby dropped a diss song on Alabama Barker, and the beat she used was Kanye's. So she sent the message to Kanye asking him, can he clear the beat for her? And Kanye did it. And Kanye even hopped on the track. So Bad Baby was like, thank you to Kanye and his wife, Bianca. But then, y'all, Kanye made a video after the song with Bad Baby went viral because people was thinking Kanye was dissing Alabama Barker. But he said that wasn't the case. But here's where it get crazy. Kanye was explaining himself. He don't usually do that. And when he do explain himself, when do y'all see him go off a script? This man was clearly reading a script. Somebody was even telling him what to say, or he was reading the script. Y'all look at this video.
Yo, I'm not in the middle. None of this AI beef. People
watch, he gonna be looking to the side, y'all.
Carnivore sample. I just talked to Travis Barker. I would never be in the middle. I don't even know what's going on. I just got sent a song and asked if I could clear the sample. Only reason why I clear anything is because so many people try to stop me. They stop clearances. Everything has been very difficult for me. So
y'all clearly see this man keep going like this, like somebody else in the room, or he's reading a screen. Like I said, this is new. When do y'all ever see Kanye in a controlled situation?
In New York City, there are buildings where the apartments go for $5 million, $10 million, $20 million, $50 million, right? They're 80% empty. Do you know why they're 80% empty? Because people from China, Russia, South America who are doing nefarious stuff, they'll buy an apartment, they'll buy a flat in London for $140 million. You go, what, $140 million? Who would ever live there? They don't live there. They don't rent it either, because then they can't call it as an asset.
Investment.
Now what you do is this. You take that $140 million flat, you borrow against it. So now you take that money and you put it in the stock market, and that's how you wash your money, baby. Whoa. Yes.
Okay, guys, I'm told that these are leaked videos and leaked images and leaked footage of actual beings. Now, when you see that, you're going to say, that's crazy. There's no way that's real. And, you know, it's probably not real. But it could be. And see, this is the thing. This is why when I see this and I get sent something like this, I don't just take it lightly, because we're told that these type beings do exist and that they are amongst us. Check out this footage and tell me what you think. Yes, exactly right. I mean, a lot of people would say, hey, look, that's a gray alien. Guys, I'm not seeing the slit in the eyes, and I'm told that if these are really the other people, we'll just say that since they don't allow us to use that word, since they protect them, that they don't have those eyes like that they have the pupils. Could this possibly be?
All right,
the ones that
there you have today's video. Quick little 35-minute video. Got some things to do. Going to Walmart. Well, first we got to drop the baby off at grandma's. Mama Bear's doctor's appointment. Right. Then we're gonna go to Walmart. Plan for dinner today. I'm going to attempt to make some carnivore pizza. Right. I was watching some videos. Went down the carnivore rabbit hole. I saw they made the crust with chicken. Mama Bear the other day made some Parmesan garlic chicken that was delicious, so I'm gonna cut that up. We got some leftovers, make a crust. I'm gonna try it out, y'all. If it comes out, I'll post that picture. Sometimes I get lazy and I'm like, I'm going to Walmart, I'm just gonna get a pound of 80-20 ground beef and that'll be dinner because I'm lazy. But I'm gonna attempt to cook that today. So that's the plan for today, y'all. And of course, I don't think I'm gonna run. Your boy Segovia's out of shape, right? I'm out of shape. I've been running 4 days in a row now. My ankle's sore, my knees sore. So I'm thinking today we're just gonna go on a nice little 2-mile hike, y'all. A little active recovery day. So that's the plan today, y'all. Hope you guys have a good day. If you guys made it this far, like, comment, subscribe. This is Segovia signing out of the Man Cave. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Later.